The other day, I was scrolling through TikTok comments and I found this one in particular. And to be honest, I just started dying laughing. But I got curious to see if it was actually real, so I searched it up. And it was actually real. And when I watched the video, I heard some of the most ignorant and stupid rhetoric of all time. So this is just responding to everything this clown says. So let me not waste too much time and just get into it.
I have never been closer to canceling my Nintendo account than I am right now. You can't separate non-binary from leftist politics and from the trans ideology specifically.
So believe it or not, non-binary trans isn't a leftist policy or ideology. There's non-binary and trans people on the conservative side as well. So I don't know what you're trying to get at, buddy. These people still exist regardless if they're recognized or not. These people have always been here. It's not something new. Take into account Two-Spirit, indigenous people of North America who had a dual or non-binary identity.
Is now allowing players to choose non-binary as a gender option in their games.
Nintendo's not joining the dark side.
Like what? They're allowing you to choose it as an option, as in it's not forced and you don't have to partake in it in any way, shape, or form.
And the reason that this is problematic, first and foremost, is that this is primarily a little kid's game.
You do realize these people exist before the age of 18, right?
And now Nintendo is allowing pretty much everything with this game. You can have gay marriages, and you can probably even dress your male character as a female.
Oh, well, using your logic, let's just ban straight marriages as well. Also, you could put clothes on your Mii? Oh my god.
I don't have a problem with either of these things, actually.
No, you don't have a problem with it. You just made a whole YouTube video about it, actually, too.
If you're gay, cool. If you're one gender but you think that you're a different gender, that's weird, but whatever, you know.
Bro, I thought you said you didn't have a problem with them. Why are you already disrespecting them?
It's fine. I don't care. Do what you want, but this garbage does not belong in a kid's game.
So do the kids who identifies as deserve to not exist? Anyways, Cope, because it's here.
Because why would there be a third gender option at all aside from male and female? So
because gender and sex are two different things. Also because you can make characters like robots or bears that don't innately have like anything assigned to it, so.
Non-binary is strictly a political term. It has no basis in reality. There is no such thing as a non-binary person. It does not exist.
They're not real. They can't hurt me. They're not real. Sorry to say it, buddy, but it does. And it is recognized by many countries, including the one you live in right now.
There is such a thing, however, as someone who thinks that they're non-binary. But that doesn't mean anything.
Except there's history, research, medical research, and legislation that indeed proves your statement wrong. So you can say what you want, but quite frankly, if it's not backed by factual evidence, it means nothing.
And therein lies my problem with it. Some people might say, well, what's the big deal? It's just an option. So if you don't like it, don't pick it. The problem with that is that there are only two genders, male and female.
The problem with that is I don't know what I'm talking about, and I don't like it.
And you can save the male and female versus man and woman gender debate nonsense for something else. I don't care about any of that. Gender is just another word for sex. It always has been.
Sorry to say it, but it's just not. It just takes one Google search, buddy. Also, things change over time. That's not like ridiculous to think about. If you get a greater understanding of something, of course it's going to change. For example, scientists used to believe that the Earth was at the center of the universe for the longest time until more information, more research, more technology came out to prove that wrong. Therefore, it changed. Plus, if we're going to go off the argument to use the original definition of words, then let's use the original definition of girl, which just means a child of either gender. Oh, but you wouldn't like that though.
I don't accept this modern attempt at redefining it. Gender is sex, and that's it.
But I don't like facts, and that's it.
Female. But by putting the term non-binary in as a third option, what you're doing is you're giving it legitimacy. You're saying that non-binary is just as valid as male and female when it's not.
But it is, and you have nothing to back your claim. Also, this is the same argument that racists would use whenever the topic of people of color came up in shows or games or anything, whenever they weren't widely accepted. Which, by the way, in some countries, they're still not widely accepted, and this same talking point is still used today.
All of us can. If you're a kid though, your mind is like a sponge and you absorb literally everything. That's why you need to teach kids life lessons when they're young to imprint it on them so that they never forget it.
Yeah, teach your kids to hate themselves and never accept themselves and cause a bunch of mental health problems later down the line. Got it, bro. You claim to care about the kids, but the rhetoric you push directly results to harming children, so clearly you don't.
But what happens when they're young and they learn wrong things like that boys can turn into girls, or that you can pick your pronouns and dress like a girl if you're a boy?
It only greatly reduces mental health struggles and also reduces suicide attempts. But go on.
The gay thing needs to get reversed as well. That has no place in the kids' game either.
If we're using that logic, then let's get rid of the straight one as well. Oh, you don't want to? Why?
I'm willing to just meet them in the middle. Like, I would prefer if they removed the third gender option altogether, but replacing non-binary with the word other, that would still be a lot better.
Kind of worthless to argue about when you consider it's almost the same sort of, because non-binary is more inclusive, but you're fighting over something that's honestly completely worthless.
You can't separate non-binary from leftist politics and from the trans ideology specifically.
Oh, but you can, because it's not related to an ideology and it's not strictly locked into politics, so...
Nintendo needs to get rid of this ASAP. I have never been closer to canceling my Nintendo account.
We do not care.
Right now.
To put it simply, Nintendo couldn't give less of a fuck if you cancel their account, and they would probably prefer you to do so. In the end, you were just talking just to talk, and you didn't provide any sources for your claims, which were just hatred. So I suggest you move on to a different space. Anyways, that's it. Try not to be as stupid as this guy.
Charlotte, there's Michael Jordan. All that.